Good morning, everyone. My name is Crizel Ann, licensed occupational therapist, and as the president of Philippine Academy of Occupational Therapists Incorporation, I hereby call this meeting to order.
This meeting is signed by HUFALAR, the President of Philippine Academy of Occupational Therapy, dated July 17, 2020.
Hi, I'm Donna MANAOIS, OTRP, the Vice President, the Philippine Academy of Occupational Therapy Incorporation.
Hi, I'm RUMBAOA, an OTRP, and I am the Secretary of the Philippine Academy of Occupational Therapy.
I'm Joyce Capili, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Occupational Therapy.
Everyone, so I am Miss Silang from the Research Department.
Since we are currently in this pandemic situation and one of the problems to be encountered by us is how can we be able to perform our duties as OTs in the midst of this pandemic. Miss Stephanie Silang, OTRP, has prepared a presentation for all of us in order to elaborate the dilemmas we would be facing this pandemic.
Thank you, Miss HUFALAR. So I am here today to present the research that I've conducted regarding on the practice of occupational therapies in the midst of coronavirus here in the Philippines. As of 25th of May 2020, there are already 14,319 confirmed cases of COVID-19 here in the Philippines. This affected various structures and mechanisms encompassing national economy, healthcare, and social welfare. The situation tends to be more complex for the person with disabilities. Their underlying conditions, coupled with prevailing institutional and environmental barriers, may make them more vulnerable to experience the effect of this global pandemic. Embedded with our practice framework and social stance is an overarching task to ensure our stakeholders are able to participate in various life situations through their engagement in valued and meaningful occupations. This professional duty and the right of a person with a disability to access therapy service in compliance with state guidelines and policies from the organization highly advocates for the safetyness of both occupational therapy and the client.
Based on the presentation of Ms. Silang, we must have a solution to still have a progress in either way.
For me as a Vice President, having an online interaction is the best solution for us. We, the therapists, can still be guide them and give them the proper care they must have. This is the only option that they can approve during this pandemic.
When they choose to go to our clinic, we must have a proper personal protective equipment.
So, in that case, I will be working on your proposals and I would be waiting for the signatures of the company who will partner us in providing personal protective equipments.
That sounds good. Being ahead of time is one of the characteristics of our president, and that makes our company be trusted by our clients.
I will do the paper stuff, and hopefully by next week, we can resume our clinic.
Okay, so I think we have discussed all of the agendas listed for today's meeting. And is there any further business to be discussed? None? Okay, so now I call this meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming.